Hi everybody, good morning. It's Tanya here for this morning's daily devotional, and I hope you guys' day is all starting off well. And today I'm here to talk about a passage that was shared this past Sunday from Matthew 16:24, and it says, "Then Jesus said to his disciples, if anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." Now, I don't know about you, but years ago when I first heard this passage, I wasn't quite for sure what it meant when it talked about denying myself and taking up his cross. And over time and over the years of growing in my walk with God, I have come to believe what I understand God or Jesus was trying to say to us in this passage about when we deny ourselves, that's an opportunity for us to practice surrendering control of what is happening in our life, the struggles we're going through, the problems we're having, the worries or anxieties that we carry. And God doesn't want for us to do that. He doesn't want us to carry those things. As a matter of fact, he says to take up his cross. He didn't say, hey, take up all your burdens or take up all your problems or take up all your struggles and now follow me. He says to take up his cross, which to me means to take up his word, his truths, and just simply following him and using his word in our life and letting him speak to us through it as we go through and work through those things we're struggling with. You know, and it's so easy to fall into the control trap and wanting to control the circumstances or people in our lives. And I know I've shared before about my struggle when my husband went through cancer, and for almost 3 years I was in this controlling phase, controlling what he ate, what he did, how long he worked, if he worked out. You know, basically I controlled his whole life. I'll just be honest. And eventually what happens is when we stay in a controlling mode of trying to control our life, we get tired. And it took me a couple years, but I got there and I hit the fatigue, exhaustion phase of dealing with my husband's long physical recovery. And in my exhaustion and fatigue, and obviously nothing I did worked either, and none of my efforts to help and try to control his recovery and help him get better gave me any results I was hoping for or wanted. And in my fatigue, I began to get really angry, and I began having meltdowns and angry outbursts at him. And thankfully, that's the time when God finally got my attention. I knew something wasn't right within my heart, and there was something I need to evaluate and examine. And what God ended up showing me when I asked him to help me see, what's the problem here? Why am I angry at my husband who's just trying to get better and recover from his cancer surgeries? And God ended up showing me that was that I was trying to control everything. I wasn't surrendering him or his health or his recovery or my future, which I was fearful about, to God. And I wasn't simply just taking up his cross. I was trying to carry that burden and do all those things that I thought I needed to do and control about him getting better, instead of just simply turning him over, his health and his recovery over to God and trusting God for my future. And so I hope today that if there's something you're struggling with, there's something you're anxious about or worried about, that you will choose to deny yourself and simply surrender whatever that is to God and trust him for your future. Trust him for getting you through and helping you navigate, because we matter to God and he desires nothing more than to help us work through and navigate life as things and curveballs get thrown at us and stuff happens. And so I hope that you will choose to do the right thing and not go the long path like I did for 2 years of trying to do it on your own and controlling it all, and just simply trust God with it, surrender it to God, ask him for his help on how to navigate it, reach out for help, get other people's perspective and godly advice on what you're dealing with, and then implement it and just simply follow Jesus, no matter what it costs, no matter what you think is if it's the best thing or the right thing. He just says, simply follow me. And so I just want to encourage you to do that and to try that, because once I did, I finally had peace. And once I did, I finally received God's comfort to know that I wasn't alone and that he was going to take care of David and help him recover in his time. So I hope this helps you today. I hope it's encouraging to you, and that God desires this for us, to do this with him and to live in this way with him. So everybody, have a great day, and we'll see you soon.